Okay guys, in this video I want to talk to you guys about Asperger's and OCD. More of a personal kind of insight, personal story, which we've never done before. Let's go. Hey guys, welcome back to the AspieWorld. My name is Dan. I have autism, ADHD, OCD and dyslexia. So if you're new around here and you'd like to learn more, remember to hit that subscribe button to see more videos like this one. And also, if you're watching over on Facebook, be sure to give this page a like and a follow to see daily videos from me. Before we get started guys, I'd just like to let you know that I now have a free ebook, Autism Life Hacks You Need to Know, that will change your life in 5 minutes or less. It'll be available in the card above and in the description below, so you can get your hands on that free ebook. Super awesome, highly recommend checking it out. Awesome. Woo! Okay, all seriousness now guys, in all seriousness, in all seriousness, I recorded this video already today and it just broke. My SD card decided to say, do you know what Dan, actually I think that you don't deserve to have this video. I'm gonna erase it just for a bit of fun, really, just like that, just because I want to be like that really. So yeah, there you go. Thanks a lot SD card. Love you. Okay, so I wanted to talk about Asperger's and OCD because there's a comorbid condition. Now, Asperger's and OCD have a kind of relationship, if you will, but I want to talk about the differences. But then I want to talk about how Asperger's affects me and how OCD affects me, but more importantly, how OCD actually impacts my life in a particular way. So it's very simple, like this. So if we look at Asperger syndrome, oh, and by the way, guys, if you want to leave any comments down below, please do so. I read and respond to every single one, so it'll be awesome to have that conversation with you. It's never wasted. All comments are welcome always. All right, I love you. Let's get on with the video. So, Asperger syndrome. You might be thinking, well, people on the autism spectrum do things in an obsessive compulsive ritual kind of routine way anyway, right? And you're absolutely correct. But there is a big difference between those kind of routines that come under the condition of autism or Asperger syndrome, and OCD as a standalone condition of an autism spectrum condition versus obsessive compulsive disorder. Now, when you have Asperger syndrome or autism spectrum disorder, which is now formally called, you basically have this ability to do things in a certain way that you feel compelled to do because you like doing them. So getting up the same way, you have routines in place all through your day, you have the same thing for lunch, I love wearing these types of t-shirts, my clothes, I love having the same shoes, which are the new Vans Autism shoes, which is amazing. I did a video all about them actually, and if you want to see me reviewing those Vans Autism shoes, I'll kind of leave a link somewhere in this video, maybe in a card above here and down below, so you can check it out. But my shoes are Vans Autism shoes, which is amazing, right? Having the ability to have things the same in a routine, which is kind of like a compulsion, is nice. I get enjoyment out of those things, and those things make me feel comfort, make me feel safe, make me feel like things are familiar. But when you look at OCD makes me compelled to do things because I'm scared. I have a fear, I have a worry that something bad is going to happen. Like, if I don't do things in a certain way, something bad is going to happen. Now, this is the interesting thing about OCD. I don't mind people knowing that I like to wear the same clothes every single day. Or I like to have the same thing for breakfast, and if I want to eat the same meal 3 days in a row, or forever actually, then I don't mind people knowing that. There's nothing wrong with the fact that I want to eat like vegetables every single day. There's nothing wrong with those things. But in terms of like OCD, I hide my OCDs. Like, some of the things I do, I hide it because I feel insecure about them. I don't want those things. I don't want to live a life where I'm having to do these things. Like, for instance, when we lived in a house before this one, there was a towel in the bathroom, right? And I had to like flick it around a certain way to put it back on the rack when I finished with it a certain amount of times. You guys get the idea. And my girlfriend cottoned onto this, so she cut the tag off the towel so that the hand towels that went onto the rack by the radiator, I couldn't tell the difference. And so that was her way of kind of trying to take control of the situation. And weirdly enough, it kind of took control of that situation, and that OCD just fizzled off into obscurity, and I never thought about it ever again, which is weird, right? But when I tried to stop having an OCD compulsion, like touching wood or tapping my head and touching wood a couple of times, I have to do things in threes. So like 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, and then do that whole cycle 3 times. By doing those things, I feel like I'm saving something or whatever, and it kind of makes no sense, right? And it makes me feel kind of like, whoa. And before I had OCD before, but now that like I had therapy and I had OCD before and it was okay, and I managed to, and it was never like this bad. But now my OCD is like 10 times worse. Why is my OCD 10 times worse? I don't know. I think it may be down to the fact that like when more stress comes into my life, the more OCDs kind of rise and they creep up, and then I have more and more of them, and they expand as well. So like I'll do my hands a certain amount of times, and I'll do them 3 times, then it becomes like 6 times, and it becomes 12 times, and then like sometimes you get stuck in a cycle where you're doing something and you're thinking, have I done this right? Have I like done my hands in the same routine right? And then it stresses you out, and the worry and the fear and the guilt of worrying, like, is this going to cause kind of crazy effects if I don't do it right? And then you have this horrible like lurking over you, you know. And I've never talked to anybody about it. I don't talk to my girlfriend about it, don't talk to my therapist about it, and I should talk to my therapist about it, which I'm going to try and bring up, and maybe I'll talk about it in another video. But like, it's just those things. It's like, wow, you know, it's really eye-opening, because I did a video with TheAspieWorld, who's another guy who's starting out kind of doing autism YouTube video, and he interviewed me for his channel because he's doing some stuff because of like the whole lockdown stuff, and that was just like, to me it was really eye-opening, because he has OCD as well, and he had some like management and some medication, and he managed to overcome it. But having that kind of relativity, like knowing that what he's going through, I'm like, oh yeah, wow, you know, I had that, and I did that, and I do those things. And it's kind of like, whoa, shocked me and really made me think about it. And maybe I should open up to my girlfriend about it first, but I'm just scared, you know, of like why, you know, I do these things. I don't know, it just makes you feel embarrassed. Yeah, it's not on their behalf, it's not my girlfriend, it's just me. I feel embarrassed, like, you know, that I have to do all these things, and I take forever. OCD is a thing that makes me so late for everything in my life. I'm like always late because I have to do things and these rituals in a certain way, but I don't want them anymore. I don't want it. I don't want OCD. I want it to go. So I'm definitely gonna speak to my therapist about it. I don't think I can take any more medication because I'm already on specific medication for my autism and ADHD, and those are working really well. And I don't know if they, you know, other medication would interfere with it, but the harsh reality of Asperger's and OCD together is that it's a strain, you know, it's a stress on my life. I stress because I'm like, oh, I'm gonna go do this thing, and now I've got to do it in a certain way. And like with this whole COVID thing, adds all unnecessary steps. Like I used to tap, when I closed my garden gate in metal, I'd tap it like with my fingers a couple of times whilst the door was open. The door had to be open in the house. I'd tap it with the gate and then I'd come in. But now the gate's made out, like that part of the gate's made out of metal. So I'm like freaking out, thinking, oh, you know, if someone's walked past and touched that, and now I have to go and wash my hands because the COVID virus can live on the metal for 15 hours. And then like, it just, every time I take the dog out for a pee, I gotta wash my hands, and my hands are just getting absolutely wrecked. I'm like washing them all the time. And that's another thing, like I wash my hands, and then I do like a 1, 2, 3, and then I do another one, and I wash my hands. I mean, going to bed, like my bedtime routine is ridiculous. It's like just forever. It has like silly things like in it where I have to like go praying hands, and I have to like tap stuff and tap words and do these things and say things in my head a certain amount of times. And it just stresses me out. Like I'm like, had it up to here, I'm like stressed with OCD. So if you have any tips to add to this, if you have anything like that you say, Dan, this might work, then let me know. I'm actually all ears all the time. It's one of those things. Oh, and also, like if this video you think can help somebody, kind of feel relatable, then please share this on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram, or wherever you want to share it on social media to help me out and help other people. That'd be super, super awesome. But in terms of like, how do I deal with OCD? I kind of just let it go. It just manifests, and it does its thing, and I never really talk about it. Like this is like the second video I've ever done on OCD on my channel, and yeah, it's a huge part of my life, and I want to, maybe being more open about it, talking to you guys about it, is going to make me like way more compelled to seek help with it, you know, because it becomes this thing that it just takes over in your life. It just happens and happens, but it does start to eat your life. It like takes control of your life, and I don't want it to take control of my life, because I'm a very strong-minded, like motivated person, and I'm like, yeah, I want to kick my goals, and I want to prove to my audience that I can do this. And that's another thing, like I want to help you guys through things like this. So by me sharing my story, and maybe the therapy I'm getting, and maybe the other stuff, maybe I'll help, and maybe together we can make an awesome kind of like OCD free world and stuff like that. But it's funny because a lot of people think OCD just means that you wash your hands loads, or you clean down the surfaces in your house. And I mean, maybe that is, but I've never really worried about how like clean my sofa is, you know, with like a dipping test to see how clean is the sofa, you know, like that stuff you see on TV. But I'm never really worried about stuff like that. Yeah, I do worry about like how clean my kitchen counters are, but not as much as like some people who say they got OCD do. But I don't know what the heck that is, you know. Is that OCD? Is it different? I don't know, right? I don't know much about OCD. I just know about my OCD and how it starts to take control of my life, and I don't want it to take control of my life. So I am starting today. This is it. I'm going to speak to my therapist, see if we can talk about OCD. It's going to be so dope. Anyway, guys, If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you want to see more videos, and check out the next video in the card next to me here. And I'll see you next time, guys. Peace.